my God! Good evening, everyone. Have I got something special for you? 2 videos, in fact, but here's the first one. As many of you know, I've been attempting to get a 24K score on GeoGuessr's hardest format for some time now. In the past, it was always a diverse world. More recently, it's been the classic world version. But basically, you've got to average at least 4,800 points per round, which over 5 rounds is exceedingly hard to do. You either need an incredible amount of luck, an incredible amount of skill, or a bit of both. A couple of weeks ago, you saw me come really close a few times, but not getting the luck on that crucial final round. Well, after only 2 more hours of gameplay, including my battle with Zigzag, that has now changed. I started to sense that it was going to happen soon enough, but the question was, would it be a game with the perfect seed, filled with Tokyos, Parises, Viennas and Singapores, or would there be an insane guess in there? A round that I had no right to get a high score on. Because during the 12 hours or so that I'd racked up during this whole thing, there had been some extraordinary guesses, some of which had me genuinely dumbfounded, and all of which you're going to get to see in another video in a couple of days' time. But could I pull one out the bag when it mattered? Well, I'm going to show you 2 games now, and you can see for yourself. Here's the first one. Yes. That was a good guess. I've got to see if we're recording. Yes, we are. I actually considered Charlotte as well. I moved from Durham to Greensboro though. That's enough. Oh my God! I cannot believe that. I seriously considered changing to Brazil. For the first 3 or 4 seconds, I thought that was Texas or something. Then I considered South Africa. It had that look about it. But then towards the end, I was like, do you know what? It's probably southern Brazil, northern Argentina. But to get that close, my friend, is nothing shy of a miracle. And it's all about this last round. I'm in that position again. I've been here about 5 or 6 times. The score has got to be... We've got to have at least 300 points to play with. Here we go. Just give me a Tokyo. I don't actually know, but I'm going to go... Oh, it's Phnom Penh. It's Phnom bloody Penh. And if I just looked at what side of the road they were driving on, maybe some language. Basically, if I didn't panic. And look at that, look at the language there, for fuck's sake. Look at the language, look what side of the road we're on. Dickwad. Yeah, that should have been it. 24K with some to spare, and an absolutely thunderous guess in there too. Everything I'd been dreaming of. But I had to pick myself up and go again. I knew at this point that the odds were sort of in my favour. It was just a case of when. So here's the second video. And if you look at the clock here, you can see it was about 5:45 in the evening. I'd actually told myself that I was going to stop at 5:30, call it a day and go downstairs and chill with Verity. But she came up at 5:15 and told me that she was going to go running. So I thought, I'll carry on for a bit. My eyes and brain were aching at this point, having looked at my screen all day, so I tried a different approach. Singing. When the plate's yellow and the climate's warm and I'm feeling tell, I simply remember that these plates are yellow, and then I don't feel so Shrewsbury. Oh, it's not bad. I need to keep singing. Cannock. No, I'm going to stop singing. This is Russia. Moscow. When the Moscow. Yes! I need to keep singing, I think. When the tree's tall and I'm feeling lost. Yes! Yes. I cannot not sing now. I was joking around to begin with. What a guess that is. I simply remember that this is just how Singapore looks. Surely. Yes! Oh my God. I've done it, and I've done it in absolute style. How on earth... Okay, it was a good seed, but how on earth have I been trying to get 24,000 for probably an accumulative 15 hours? 16 if you count the session with Zigzag. Please tell me we're recording. Oh, thank God. I've never been so tense for an Are We recording. I don't know about you. How have I added 710 points to that? That is honestly, that might be one of the best scores ever done on the world map. I'm sure there are better ones because it is easier, but that is... let's just check the breakdown. Number one, the Tel Aviv guess. You know, we had yellow number plates, and we've got these sorts of trees that are quite distinctively Israel, and there's a palm tree there too, so it's warm. Coloured curbs, you know, different colours on the curb. But that was a good guess. Number two, you know, I identified it as Britain straight away, but I thought it felt very familiar. Cannock is literally about 8 miles down the road from where I grew up. Don't know why I went Shrewsbury. I think it just fit with the song, but that was actually the furthest one away, I think. Yeah, that's where I lost the most points with that. 31 miles away. Number three, I knew it was Russia, and I went Moscow, just because that's what you got to do on this map. There's no point trying to be clever. Just go Moscow, and 1 out of 5 times you'll be right. If it's got a big city feel especially. Probably even higher odds than that. Number 4 was... Yeah, it was the palm trees, and of course the number plates are American shape and white. So if they're white, that correlates with California. But that was... it could have been San Diego, it could have been Phoenix or something, for all I knew. I couldn't see any mountains. Could have been Tucson. Could have been Vegas, in my mind at least. But it was not just LA, but 2.4 miles down the road in Rosemead. And number 5, I've been in that situation so many times. Well, it's been 6 or 7 times where I've been on a really good score. It's never quite been that good though. Usually about 300 points to play with. And when Singapore came up, I was just ecstatic. And you can just tell Singapore because the buildings are quite high-rise but colourful and new. The trees always line the roads and they're very luscious and green. And then the road markings look quite British. I've never really conveyed that before, but I'd say that's what it is. And very wide roads with not many cars on as well. I don't think they drive too much in Singapore. The singing, I have to explain that I just have been playing it that long that I have to keep myself entertained. And also, I thought, I've been so unlucky so far. Maybe if I do something embarrassing and sing a silly song, then it will happen. And it did. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore, guys. I am so happy that that has been put to bed. So relieved. Thank you for sticking through this and watching it. I hope you enjoyed the explanations this time. And now finally I can concentrate fully on the Geo Detective that I've been pining away on for weeks on and off. Anyway, see you all soon for hopefully another entertaining video. Do drop this video a like if you appreciate the effort that I put into this one and enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon. Take care.